Hello, James with Reef Aquacultured here, and welcome to my channel. This is a video about my wave makers that I have set up, and the things I like about them, things I don't like about them. This is a Jebao SOW-20. It claims that it has, quote, sine wave technology, which is supposed to make the pump quieter, and I think it does because the pump is pretty silent. I can't hear it above any other fan in my aquarium, and it's really quiet. It's even quieter than my old Jebao pump for my nano aquarium, because I can hear that when it turns on, but this one is near completely silent. I'm sure if you turned every single pump off and your air conditioner and everything in the house off, you could possibly hear it a little bit, but with everything going on, it's not going to be louder than your probably your other equipment that you have, unless everything else you have is completely silent. It costs around $90 US. I got this one on Amazon, and the maximum it pumps out is quite high. It says 20,000 liters an hour, which is about 5,000 gallons per hour. There's different modes you can put it on, just like any other Jebao pump. I have this one set to else, which is essentially a random flow mode, which means it's going to slow down and ramp up as it wants to. And I don't really like to have the pumps installed on the side of my aquarium, so I put it on the back wall so that it's a little bit more hidden. It's not super hidden, obviously, but to me it's a little bit more visual appealing than having a pump sticking out the side of the aquarium. So I purchased two of them, and I wanted to show you the flow that it generates. I have both of them set to around 70% of their maximum, and like I said, it's set to that pulse mode. In the middle I also have the Jebao, what is it, CP-150 gyre, which makes a little bit more noise, and I have that one tuned down so that I can't hear it. And that one's actually pointing downwards because I was trying to get one of my anemones to move towards the front, and it did work for this one. He moved to the front. He was a little bit more towards the back for several days. So anyway, I just turned off my return pump and turned it back on so that I could get some floating detritus in the water so that you can kind of see the wave action that's going on. Let's see here. So you can see both pumps kind of moving the water. And then I have the wave, the, what do you call it, the cross flow gyre pump pointing downwards, and you can't really tell what it's doing, but it is pushing the water downwards. But you can see quite the snowstorm I got going on here. Got like a circular motion there. Let's get onto the bottom here. You can see my Duncan coral. It's got some nice wave motion going towards it, and then once in a while it'll get kind of hit by a stronger pulse, which looks perfect to me. Let's see if we can zoom in on the stylophora here. You can see it's also got full polyp extension and some good movement to the polyps there. Now this one up here, I got a millipora, and I just moved this pump so it's a little bit close to the millipora, so it's a little pissed off right now, but we'll see how that one goes over the next few hours. And then I got my green acropora here, which also shut its polyps because I just moved the pumps around, so it's a little bit mad. I think it's generating plenty of flow for this aquarium, so both of them set to 70%. Going up and down, we'll assume that it's averaging half power, so that's 2,500 gallons per hour for each side. In addition, I got the gyre, so let's say that's on the low side 1,000 gallons an hour, so that's 6,000 gallons per hour. So that's what, I don't know, 40 times turnover, because I have a 160 gallon water volume total. Just estimating, I didn't do the math, but I got less than 100 flow, around 50x flow for the fish tank just with these two pumps. And the negatives of them are that they're not easily controllable with the apex. I have them on 24/7. My philosophy is that the ocean's currents don't change when the lights go off, so I just leave my pumps on all the time. That also eliminates or significantly decreases the risk that any fish hop in there, and also it provides constant flow for the anemones so that they're not moving around too much. It just keeps everything a little bit more constant. Different people do different things, so to me, I don't necessarily need to have the apex controlling the pump. Sometimes I do turn the pump off for a couple hours just to let the fish graze on the algae nearby, and then also to change the flow in the tank a little bit so that you get different detritus pockets moving up and down So anyway, that's the SOW-20 pump. Let me see if I can get the, show you the controller here. It's just like any other Jebao controller. So I got mine set to L's and I got it on 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 there. So I got 3 more notches to go. I'm gonna maybe try to connect it to the other pump and do a master slave scenario, but right now I just got it on the each pump is going individually. So it's, you know, for $90 I think the pump is a good value. You know, I think the Ecotech Vortec is gonna be a little bit better pump, but you know, I got my tank fully set up for you know, less than $300 with a dryer and 2, you know, pretty large pumps. It's you know, about 3 inches in diameter, so it's a nice heavy duty pump. So, and I would recommend it if you're trying to, you know, save a little bit of money. You don't need to have the latest and greatest, and you don't need to control it, so you're going to get plenty of water flow. As you can see, I got, you know, crazy detritus storms going on, so hopefully my overflow will pick that up and clear up the water a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. James with Reef Aquacultured here, signing out. You guys have a good day.